Olympian Eileen Leu's bikini photo for SI drops as she lands another win. Sports Illustrated swimsuit shared images of freestyle skier Eileen Leu on Instagram during her 2026 Winter Olympics campaign. Eileen Leu, the Chinese-American athlete with a successful 2026 Winter Olympics run, is shown posing on sand in a white bikini. Sports Illustrated swimsuit captioned the post, "Add one more medal. Make it gold, at Eileen Leu." Her hair is blonde and worn loose, with defined eye makeup, pink lipstick, and a white manicure. Viewer comments included, "Oh, beautiful, too great," and "Loveling, you are the best." The segment focuses on the shared images and public responses. Alyssa Leu just made history on Olympic ice. The 20-year-old became the first U.S. women's figure skater to win gold since 2002, ending a decades-long drought. But days after her triumphant performance, the conversation online shifted from medals to something far more personal: her lower back tattoo. At the Milano Cortina 2026 Winter Olympics, Leu delivered a stunning free skate, earning a 226.79 and securing gold. She also helped Team USA capture gold in the team event, and her Instagram following skyrocketed from under 1 million to more than 6 million in a matter of weeks, according to Sports Illustrated. As interest in her life intensified, the young star addressed her relationship status in a January 7 Cosmopolitan interview. "That's a whole other thing that I'm not feeling right now," she said, explaining that she's content focusing on herself and her career. She added, "I love being single, I really do." But the online curiosity didn't stop there. On February 26, an image of a lower back tattoo, previously seen in a TikTok dance video, began circulating. Some speculated about its meaning, with unconfirmed claims that it resembled Baphomet, a symbol often associated with occult imagery. The internet responded instantly. "Whatever, it's her life and that ain't no Baphomet image," said one fan. Another stated, "Tattoos are a personal choice, and they don't change who someone is or what they've accomplished. It's wild how quick people are to judge something that doesn't affect them at all." Many continued to defend the Olympic champion. "Her body, her rules. You could do whatever you want if you're number one," chimed in a third. "Backlash for a back tat is crazy," someone else pointed out. The post gained traction on Facebook as well, where fans continued to support Leu, though a few critics remained. "It's okay, we'll just pray for her," one person wrote. "She looks evil," another claimed, while someone else added, "As the saying goes, you don't see a bumper sticker on a Porsche." One particularly frustrated commenter declared, "I can't believe I supported her and thought she had a good vibe." Olympian Eileen Leu's bikini photo for Sports Illustrated drops as she lands another win. Eileen Leu has long since mastered the art of defying gravity. On snow-covered slopes, she twists and flips with a precision that feels almost supernatural. But lately, it's not just the halfpipes and podiums where she's making headlines. When her bikini photo for Sports Illustrated dropped, it wasn't simply another modeling moment, it was a statement. And in classic Eileen fashion, it arrived just as she secured yet another win, reinforcing a truth that's becoming harder to ignore. She is redefining what it means to be an Olympian in the modern era. For many athletes, greatness is confined to a single arena. For Leu, the arena keeps expanding. The power of presence. The Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue has always been about more than swimwear. Over the years, it has evolved into a cultural platform, one that celebrates confidence, athleticism, individuality, and influence. When Eileen Leu stepped into that frame, she didn't just bring a bikini and a camera-ready smile. She brought Olympic gold, international recognition, and a layered identity that bridges continents, industries, and expectations. In the image, she appears relaxed yet powerful, sunlit, poised, entirely at ease in her own skin. There is no sense of hesitation, no trace of the self-consciousness that often shadows women in the public eye. Instead, there's control, intentionality, the same composure she carries into competition. The timing only amplified the impact. As the photos circulated, so did news of another victory, another reminder that her athletic excellence isn't a past achievement. It's ongoing. And that duality is where the magic lies. Athleticism meets aesthetic. There has long been a tension in sports culture, the expectation that female athletes must choose between being taken seriously for their performance and being celebrated for their appearance. Eileen Leu refuses to accept that binary. Her Sports Illustrated feature doesn't dilute her athletic credibility. It magnifies it. The strength visible in her posture, the muscle definition shaped by years of training, the grounded confidence in her gaze, all of it speaks to discipline, to hours on the slopes, to impact after impact absorbed in pursuit of mastery. The bikini isn't a distraction from her power. It's a frame for it. When GU lands a trick, the crowd sees artistry. When she steps into a fashion shoot, the audience sees poise. But both moments are powered by the same engine, relentless work ethic. That's the through line. Whether she's carving through snow or standing beneath a tropical sky for a global magazine, she's still an elite competitor, winning in more ways than one. Athletic wins are measurable. Scores, medals, rankings. Cultural wins are more subtle. They are felt in the shifting narratives, the widened possibilities for those watching. Eileen Gu's career has been punctuated by historic victories. As one of freestyle skiing's brightest stars, she has captured Olympic medals and world titles with a composure that belies her age. But she has also won in other arenas: high fashion campaigns, global brand partnerships, academic pursuits, and now, a celebrated Sports Illustrated moment. What makes this latest win so resonant is the layering. It's not just that she appeared in the magazine. It's that she did so while continuing to dominate athletically. There's no retired athlete turned model storyline here. No pivot away from sport. Instead, there's expansion. She isn't replacing one identity with another. She's stacking them. The modern Olympian. The image of an Olympian used to be singular, focused, disciplined, perhaps distant from mainstream culture. Today's generation is different. Athletes are entrepreneurs, advocates, content creators, and global ambassadors. They exist at the intersection of sport and society. Eileen Gu may be one of the clearest embodiments of this shift. Born in the United States and competing internationally, she represents a global perspective that resonates far beyond the slopes. She navigates interviews in multiple languages, engages with diverse fan bases, and understands the power of visibility. Her presence in Sports Illustrated is not accidental, it's strategic. It places an elite winter sports athlete into a summer-dominated, lifestyle-centric space. And that matters. Winter Olympians don't always receive the same year-round spotlight as athletes in other sports. By stepping into mainstream cultural platforms, GU keeps the conversation going, not just about herself, but about freestyle skiing, about women's sports, about multidimensional excellence. Confidence is currency. In the photos, confidence is the most striking accessory. There's a subtle shift happening in how female athletes are portrayed. Increasingly, the focus is less on perfection and more on authenticity. Gu's image reflects that. There's strength in her shoulders, calm in her expression, and an unmistakable sense of ownership. Ownership of her image, ownership of her story, ownership of her success. That ownership translates into influence. Young athletes scrolling through social media see someone who doesn't shrink herself to fit expectations. They see an Olympian who studies at an elite university, wins medals, signs major endorsements, and appears in iconic magazines, all without apology. Confidence becomes contagious. Beyond the frame, it's easy to fixate on the visual, the bikini, the backdrop, the headline. But what lingers is the narrative arc. Eileen Gu is part of a generation that grew up online, aware of branding, aware of storytelling. Her career choices reflect a careful balance between sport and self-expression. The Sports Illustrated feature isn't a departure from her trajectory. It's a continuation of it. She has always understood visibility as a tool. Visibility can inspire. Visibility can normalize. Visibility can empower. By stepping into a space historically dominated by a narrow definition of beauty, she expands it. She brings an athlete's build into the spotlight, not as a novelty, but as a standard. The discipline behind the glamour. What many casual observers may not see is the discipline that underpins both her athletic and modeling successes. The same core strength that stabilizes her mid-air rotations supports her posture in front of the camera. The same mental resilience required to recover from a fall allows her to navigate scrutiny and public commentary. There's no separation between the athlete and the model. There's only Eileen Gu, disciplined, ambitious, composed. And as news of her latest when circulated alongside the photos, it reinforced something powerful. This is not a distraction phase. This is a dominance phase. She is not trading medals for magazine covers. She is collecting both. Redefining the narrative for women in sports. Historically, female athletes have often been boxed into restrictive narratives. Too strong, and they are labeled intimidating. Too glamorous, and their athletic achievements are